Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bar City Internet Radio for live coverage of today's Vanarama National League South clash between Dorking Wanderers and Bar City. I'm Mark Stillman, commentating throughout with Michael Powell back on summarising duties. And it's going to be Dorking to get this game underway. They're attacking from right to left, an odd muted hush before we do get back underway, which we've been greeted to for the last 2 months or so. Dorking, of course, have managed to get more fixtures in that time than Bar City. This game was postponed the other week. And away we go. Goes back to Wills, who's searching ball over to the right side, looking for Mewett. It hangs in the air. Ball and he collide in the air. And it's turn under pressure from Dean, who goes back to Clark under a bit of pressure. And he manages to clear Dorking's second the other night. So Fuller with a free kick. Sends it over to the left-hand side. It's a good ball, actually. It should hold up for Harris. And Wheeler rather picks it up and he sends a ball in. It's Pryor with a header and he couldn't get full contact on it. Thankfully, he was only 3 or 4 yards out as ball clears it against the shins of Mewett and it goes behind for a goal kick. But that looked like a pretty presentable opening.
Yeah, James Taylor, who arrived early in the summer, part of a dual loan deal along with Tommy Conway, but making his debut this afternoon.
Yeah, Mayhew now approaching forward. Now to Wilson, 25 yards out. Lays it off to Smith on the edge of the box. Smith shoots. Oh, it's blocked from Conway inadvertently, and even worse, he's in an offside position. It's a long throw for Dorking, taken from Fuller near the 6-yard box, and it's flicked. Oh, what a save it is from Ryan Clark, who was onside. I think it might have been McShane in there who got the header, and City's still trying to get it away with Taylor, he nearly did very well to outfox Moore, but it goes behind for a corner. Pryor tries to get a flick on. He does to Fogden. Appeals to handball, but he's kept hold of possession near the left-hand corner. The penalty area. He's got Wheeler and oceans of space down the left. He's got a wicked delivery. Can he deliver one here? He's faced from Taylor. He does on his right foot, but straight into the grateful hands of Ryan Clark. Throws it out to Smith, midway inside his own half, to Mayhew, who's in a lot of room in the middle, actually. Dorking, Jerry said in the week, they do like to play quite open, but Mayhew is a little bit casually in possession there. He's played it off to Wilson. Now Smith, 40 yards from goal, central, trying to move in field Smith. He's knocked it out to Taylor on the right-hand side. It's not a bad delivery into the middle, but well gathered from Huck.
There's a real pace and tempo to this game in the opening 10 minutes. Huck, as Clark did, bowling out straight away. Neither side pausing at the moment.
And that's a great ball from Pryor in behind. And now Fuller, he's one-on-one with Clark. He squared it. Oh, he's unselfish. He tried to lay it off to McShane to his left. And Barry Fuller, who doesn't get many goals in his career, I'm not surprised because I think he should have gone for goal. And now City can break with Smith down the left-hand side. And he's trying to fend off Mewett for the time being, who's done well to hold him up. Now to Harley on the left. Game taken a very brief lull as he plays it inside to Mayhew now. And, he tried to find a mixture of Conway or Wilson. It didn't find either. And City have left 2 men back for this one to occupy McShane. Harley sends it towards the header Button, and it's instead, I think it was a header Dean who got it towards goal. It's a comfortable gather for Huck, who throws it long, and a couple of times distributions let him down. Fogden and Wheeler's trying to make an advanced run just inside the City half. Over to Wheeler now on the left-hand side. Back inside, and Dean trying to do some defensive duties. I think it's inadvertently come off Harley, and now it's put Fogden clean through, and he's missed his kick. He was put under good pressure from Horton, which put him off, but it was all a little bit untidy leading to that, and it nearly led to the opener. Still 0-0. Huck plays it forward, looking for Fogden. Now Harley, good ball actually to Wilson. Back from Mayhew, now Wilson, left-hand side of the penalty area. He tries to drag it across, and it's well blocked in the end from Harris. It's knocked on to Fogden. A crunching challenge out from Batten. He had to get that right, and he certainly did to break down that move. But Dorking still win it back with Mewett down the right-hand side, face from ball. He's going to try and run at him, the former Bognor man. And I thought down ball won the ball actually, and it's a free kick to Dorking, 25 yards out on the right-hand side. More of an opening for a cross, you would imagine.
Well, he did win the ball. It would have been a throw to Dorking. It's why the linesman over there didn't flag, and the referees obviously overruled him, and now it's a free kick in a dangerous position.
See if they can make more of this. Aptly with Moore. Came off in this fixture last season, the former AFC Wimbledon man. Won the FA Trophy with Ebbsfleet in 2008 and promotion with Wimbledon in 2011. He's had a few injuries since he's been here. He's only just come back from a knock. He missed a couple of games earlier this season, but he's over the top of this. One-man wall for City and Tom Smith. Moore eyes up his options, sends it towards 6-yard box, important header away from ball rather. Now it's picked up from Wills on the right hand side. That's not a bad ball, and I think it was meant to be a cross, and in the end it's flicked off, I presume the glove of Ryan Clark, who was nearly outfoxed by it, and it goes behind for Dorking's second corner. Now Dorking trying to play the ball out of defence with Beard. It's over the top. McShane could get there first. He does. He cuts inside of his man. Nader Pryor on the edge of the box. He's left it for McShane. Oh, what an important block that is. I think it was Batten who managed to stick a leg out, but it was Horton who misread the ball through, and it was actually very intelligent play. They've gone with this corner quickly again. It's with McShane back to Mewett. City are sluggish to react to this. It's headed away from Batten and Harley, and City can try and bring it away now with Conway on the edge of his penalty area. Yeah, I said the stats about Donovan Wilson, who scored 3 goals for the clubs. His first 3 goals in defeats. The first player to do that for Bow City since Ray Mabbott back in 1972. Which that
bit of unwanted history, that one.
That took some looking into. Actually, Gary Mabbott was at your workplace recently, or he did a speech to them. As Mayhew picks out now, 25 yards out, tries to slip it behind to Wilson. Wilson, he's gone round the goalkeeper. He scored! We've just been discussing him, and he's netted here. He calmly went around the goalkeeper, who cannot believe that he has conceded here against the Romans on 35 minutes. He is unstoppable. Donovan Wilson, Dorking 0, Bow City 1.
Absolutely brilliantly taken. It slipped through to him. We said he's been feeding off scraps. First time he's been fed the ball in the 18-yard box, and the composure was superb to take the touch, put it around Huck on the floor, and then there was a man getting back on the goal line as well. Didn't faze him, smashed it past him. Donovan Wilson on fire for Bow City. Puts them in front at Meadowbank against Dorking Wanderers.
Not long before half-time as well, and see if City can hold out. They can at the moment with Mewett, who's won the ball, and good refereeing actually. He was brought down from Dan Ball in the centre circle. I think Ball might receive a yellow.
I've already written down Ball yellow card on my notes.
Yeah, it was late. Dorking have sent almost everybody forward, as you'd expect. He's looking for the header Pryor. Batten heads it inadvertently back towards his own goal, and it's back towards McShane, and Ryan Clark manages to get through the crowd of bodies and gathers inside to Moore, inside his own half, and a little layoff, looking for Mewett, who's got some pace, and he might want to use it now. Smith certainly galloping to try and keep up with him. Mewett, he's trying to go inside. Oh, he's done exceptionally well. He's now inside the penalty area, plays it across, and Batten manages to clear. He got inside Smith and Ball, who's just been cautioned, so he was more cautious than you'd expect. It's now Conway. City can try and break. He's received it off Harley. It's Mayhew, in fact, looking for Conway in front of him. Slipped it in behind, looking for Conway. And it's a really timely intervention from Ed Harris, who gets there first. And this time, it's not at the denial of a corner. Oh, he's given a goal kick. I thought that'd be a corner. He's charging past him, Mewett, down the right. Dorking have looked impressive so far in wide areas in terms of trickery. He's trying to get the other side of Ball now near the corner flag. Oh, what's he given there? He's given a free kick, I think, for Dorking. Another corner for City to defend. Let's see if they can keep their concentration just for a few seconds longer. He does float it towards that near post. It's a flying header from Pryor, almost near the penalty spot, and that indeed is the final action of the half. They've managed to keep Jason Pryor quiet. They managed to keep Dorking quiet, this side who so regularly score in the opening 45, but not this afternoon. And they play goal music, which is horrendous. Anyway, City get the second half underway as Harley sends it over to the right-hand side, but over the head of Beard, and it goes out of play for a Dorking throw. He was beaten in the air rather predictably, I suppose, from Fuller, but Mayhew, what a ball that is to Harley now down the left-hand side. Harley charging into the penalty area. He's watching Mewett and deflects off the Dorking number 7 for, I think, City's first corner.
It is indeed.
Anyway, they've gone short. Harley to Conway. Back to Harley. It's worked in the penalty area. Now, Harley, he's played it across. The flag, in fact, had gone up, so the intricate little routine didn't pay off. Does go towards the corner of that 6-yard box. It's flicked on. It's now McShane. Well cleared in the end from City, and it's helped away from Smith. A little bit uncertain for the time being. Moore's over the top of this free kick. City have left Wilson up, and he's being occupied by Beard. It's helped towards goal, and then from Harris, and easily goes behind for a goal kick. No scares there for Ryan Clark. Good experienced player. I say that about a lot of them for Dorking. Ed Harris, who was at Haventon Waterloo, made over 250 appearances for them, over 50 now for Dorking.
Yeah, one promotion from this league with Havant as well, and they'll be hoping he can achieve that this season, won't he?
I think Ryan Clark's going to get a yellow for time wasting. I think he took too long, frankly, but...
Well, he got a warning in the first half, didn't he? So I think that's probably contributed to it.
He's diving in and gets there before Mayhew, and Pryor lays it off on the right-hand side to Mewett, who's striding forward. Cross comes in towards McShane, who volleys it narrowly wide. He was only about 8 or 9 yards out. In fact, it was almost identical position to the goal he scored at Twerton in the playoff eliminator when it crept inside the near post. Not so on this occasion. It goes wide for a goal kick. Now Mewett, who switched sides since the introduction of Briggs, knocks it inside to Wills, just inside his own half, over to Fulham. It's a slack ball and Smith's managed to take it off him. Now City have got an opening here. It's 3-on-3. He's got Wilson in the middle. Smith might want to go alone. Smith, he's going across. He does go on his own. It's well saved from Huck. It's out as far as Conway, and since he won a corner, no, it's going to play for a goal kick. McShane goes short to Fogden. City haven't read this. It's back to McShane, floats the one towards that 6-yard box. Harris heads it across goal, and it somehow stayed out. It was off the line over on the far side. And I think it might have been Dan Ball who was propped up in the right space. Dorking again are trying to get on with the corner as quickly as humanly possible, but a lucky escape there for Bath City. And Moore's going to take this latest corner. Again, it's in a similar area towards the back post, and this time it comes last off the head of Harris and goes out of play for a goal kick. Moore under a little bit of pressure. He goes back to Beard in the left back position, sends it long over halfway, and well read from Horton towards Conway, but Beard's beating him to it again. And this trip from Mayhew, who we've just been singing his praises. I think he's about to get a yellow card.
It's probably a poor free kick to give away there because Dorking weren't really going anywhere.
They've been wrecked by suspensions more than anything this time as Dean plays it over the top. Looking for Conway, he's done enough. Now Wilson's trying to get behind Beard, and Beard, good strength actually from the defender. He manages to fend him off for the time being as Fogden heads it back to Moore, back inside to Wills. Now to Full on the far side. We're approaching the final 20 minutes. City lead by a goal to nil against Dorking Wanderers. Joe Gill is after a performance this afternoon after the disappointing one against Dulwich. Understand they've got it, but they could try and do something about it now. And Batten again stands his ground. He doesn't get his clearance very far. There is a bit of room here for Mewett now. Bearing down on goal. Mewett curls it all around a yard or so over the angle of post and crossbar. Ball heads it forward towards Wilson, the goal scorer. Over now to Smith now. Trying to bear down on goal. Smith, he's still got it at the edge of the box. Smith shoots. Yes, he has got it on his 100th league appearance. Tom Smith has finally broken his goalless duck. He drilled it low. It went through the goalkeeper. And it's 71 minutes gone. It's Dorking Wanderers 0, Bath City 2.
A few moments ago, he got in a similar position, so didn't take it as well as he would have last year. He made no mistake this time around. Brilliant play by Wilson once again to hold it up, set him free. Smith making that run, cuts inside. I think it was fairly central. It was just the power that beat Huck. And as you say, last season's top scorer for Bath City, up and running this campaign.
40 yards out into Pryor, whose layoff isn't too good. It's to the scorer of City's second goal, Smith, that he's intercepted. And Mayhew, the outside of his foot, it's a good ball actually to Wilson. If he manages to get the other side of Philpott, which he does expertly, now near the byline, still Wilson plays it across. Oh, what a chance! And Conway, it was on his left foot and his specialist position where he's got almost all his goals this season. The poacher's finish, and he fires it over.
Not sure he's managed to get that much height on it. Wilson, again, he's done so well down by the byline. Just got the better of Philpott. Pulled it back to Conway. I think just leaning back a little bit as it's come across him.
Has to go back again, though, to Philpott. He's gone in the sort of centre of the Dorking defence. Now Gallagher over to the right-hand side to Briggs. Drills it low, and Ryan Clark just gathers in front of his near post and manages to pounce on it at the second attempt. City have only left Wilson furthest forward. It's going towards the head of Pryor, nods it straight into the hands of Ryan Clark. Central, not the best marking from Bath City. Expect a superb performance from the City back line, but again Mewett's in too much room in the left hand side. He's not closed down from Taylor. Mewett sends in a ball. One of these is going to come off eventually, not that time. It's headed away from Horton now with Briggs over on the right. Dorking are just piling in the crosses. It's Pryor. No, he doesn't manage to force it in. He's frustrated. He whacks it against the hoarding. Ryan Clark bravely keeps it out, but if they're doing statistics on crosses of this game, I think Dorking have managed to put in at least 20, and Ryan Clark looks in some bother. McShane again is over the top of this.
You suspect this will be right on top of Clark having just taken a bang?
Yeah, you would think so. So McShane does take it. It's near Clark, who can't come for it. It's flicked in. Yes, I think it's Philpott who's got the final touch. And it's going to make these closing stages nervy for Bath City, no doubt. It was headed back across goal, and Ryan Clark was crowded out. And Isaac Philpott gets the final touch. His first goal since Boxing Day last year. And on 83 minutes. It's Dorking 1, Bath City 2.
It is, but it's a real test of City's character as well. It's probably been questioned by people, including Jerry Gill this season. Now the 11 out there need to stand up for themselves and demonstrate they do have character and fighting spirit, because they are going to have to withstand pressure. As you were talking the other day about a player not coming off the bench and getting booked, I think it's going to be Lloyd James now who's going to fall into that category.
Was it James? I'm not sure it was. He's sent off. I'm trying to see which player it is. I don't think it's Lloyd James.
No,
Is it Frankie Artus? I'm trying to see. It's definitely one of our substitutes.
It looks a bit more like Frankie. It's over the far side.
A red card for that? Philpott picks it up in his own half, spreads it over to the right hand side to Fuller. We've got a minute of normal time remaining. City lead by 2-1, but Mewett's in room on the left hand side and brings it down beautifully. Face from Taylor. Mewett sends a hanging one. It looks too far. No, it's nodded back across goal by Gallagher, and City are trying to get it away. They still can't. It's a glorious chance. Oh, what a save from Ryan Clark. It was Kane Wills who brought it under his spell and tried to bend it delicately into the corner. They're taking the corner short quickly. City again aren't alert. A low one comes in. They've got another opportunity. Oh, the referee, has he spotted a handball? I think he's outside the penalty area. But it's another free kick. But, oh, there's so much drama going on. City have got to stay alert.
Yeah, the ball broke to the end of the box. City were just half asleep. Wills was the one who was alert to it, picked it up, and Ryan Clark, absolutely sensational save to tip it round the post. We've seen it before from the Bath City number one. I came into this from the start of the game saying he's made a couple of mistakes this season, but he's been back to his best this afternoon. He's been absolutely brilliant, and he deserves to be on the winning side regardless of what happens in injury time.
Is there another card there? I think it might have been for Smith. In the 90th minute, the board should go up any second. It's low. Pryor deflected in. It was a never. Oh, hang on, wait. The referee is indicating there's a handball, I think. It was Pryor's shot. The goal music has come on, which could now look even more foolish. And I think Gallagher was in there. The referee was right on the spot. There was no flag for offside, and no, it's a yellow card against Jake Gallagher, presumably for handball. Cut that music off. It does not count.
City are definitely down to 10 men. We didn't see behind the perspex. Mayhew's been sent off. I'm not sure what happened, but City are going to have to see this one out with 10 men. And I said the referee's in danger of losing control. We've now had 2 red cards, someone trying to punch the ball in the net. It's absolute carnage at Meadowbank.
Well,
if you've handled the ball in the net, it's a yellow card.
Here's Wilson trying to put Philpott under pressure. Wilson, can he finish it off? And he's got a deflected shot wide of Huck's goal, and it's gone behind for a corner. Bath City have got 4 more minutes of stoppage time. They lead by 2-1. Dorking have just had a goal disallowed, and now the crowd at last are coming to life because Mewett is sprinting past the halfway line, trying to get away from Tommy Conway. Still Mewett facing Taylor, and Taylor stands up, and he's wasted time. That's a yellow card. And we said about the discipline of Dorking. Bath City are more than outnumbering them on yellow cards, and on his debut, James Taylor's going to receive one now. I don't think there's any real complaints about that.
Yeah, I think it's now 5 yellows and 2 reds for City.
And Taylor gets it towards halfway. The referee looks at his watch. There's 10 seconds remaining of normal time. This is the last chance for Dorking as Moore sends it. Looks to be Ryan Clark's, and it is, because he has been absolutely sensational this afternoon. He hasn't dropped anything. The captain has led by example. He's Bath City's man of the match, and at the moment it's going to be man of the match or winning team.
Yeah, excellent again from Clark. It wasn't the best of balls in truth, but clear shout you could see because Batten was getting out of the way, and that is the full-time whistle. It's
all over here at Meadowbank. The crowds are back here, and Bath City are back to winning ways. Not many people would have expected it going into it, but Jerry Gill was positive. He wanted a reaction from his team. Goodness me, he got that this afternoon, and they're going to go back to Bath. Absolutely ecstatic. What an afternoon here at Meadowbank. Football and crowds are back here, and Bath City are the victors.